Good morning, this is Don Suggs from Pinwheel, Texas. We're out here in the middle of the oil patch of the Odessa Permian where the first wells were ever drilled. And I'm just going to take a second. Hey, this is West Texas Frame Alignment. I'm 69 years old. I come out of retirement to come out here and start a new business. And hey, I needed help. And now I'm going to turn over and introduce a couple of my guys that I didn't know whether they're going to make it or not, but I just had some really cool. They've had 10 years experience in frame and alignment and suspension work, but they've had some struggles in life. So I had to choose, and here's a couple of guys I'm going to be introducing, and the very first one is Roger Bohannon from north of Fort Worth, East Texas guy. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Roger Bohannon. I'm down here because I used to work for his son and help him out, and I had a bad drinking problem, and I got fired from his son's job, and I didn't have transportation. I didn't have any way to get to work, so Don knew I knew how to do it, so he come down there and got me. I'm here to try and make my life better and move on.
And the thing about Roger is that he's been through some struggles with his alcoholism, but I just seen something that in him that would make. He was really skilled at what he's doing, and of course a lot of places wouldn't work him because the first time I tried him, and Roger just kind of give a little short story about what happened to you. I mean, just some guys knocked you out or whatever, with your
I got a divorce, and my ex-wife's cousins and friends put me in the hospital for about 3 weeks.
Years ago.
Yeah, years ago. They cracked 3 bones in my face. I got a severe concussion. I was covered with bruises. I had a cut all the way around the orbital bone of my eye. And wasn't in a good place because my kids wouldn't see me. Now my son lives with me. So I'm just here to move on. I've had 8 seizures in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And he got me when I got down here, he bought me my medicine so I could get on it so I wouldn't have seizures. I also have to wear a helmet sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I told him if he wear a helmet, take his seizure medicine, and he's been here. You've been here up to midsummer, right? Yeah. So he's been here several months, never had a seizure. He hasn't gone on no alcoholic binges or nothing. So I mean, this guy is doing the thing right. So. All right, now the next guy I want to introduce, he's the first guy that showed up with me. I've been out here a couple of weeks by myself wondering, Lord, where am I going to get this help? My brother called me and said, hey man, I got a guy, I don't know if you want to take a chance with him or not, but he said he's an awful good frame alignment business. He worked for me for years, but he had the same had some turns in life and problems. So this is Bo Bennett from Waco, Texas.
I'm Bo Bennett. My real name's Keith Bennett from Waco, Texas. And basically what Rod's and the old man, Rod's been getting injustices done to him all his life. Okay? Me, I've had injustices done to me all my life. The old man, he's probably been lied to all his life. You know what I'm saying? But where he found me at, and I'm just going to give you my story and then I'll give you the whole story, is I worked for his brother years ago. I went through a divorce. I had 2 kids of my own. We had a little girl together. I hadn't seen her about a year and a half now. But the boys, I have custody of them. They come down here and stay with us sometimes. But the problem with me was all the injustices, like with Raj. Life will pull you down, and pull you down. But that only makes you stronger. So anyways, my story is that I wound up on the street. I wound up on drugs, but I was smarter than that. I was better than that. And I was with God the whole time. And I was like, well, why am I going down these roads? Well, these are the roads that I come from. I'm coming out of darkness into light. I'm coming out of being dumb and numb to the things of the world, and being able to feel if this man's telling me the truth when he speaks, or if this man's telling me the truth when he speaks. You can hear truth when it's spoken. you can hear. It's like my ears test words like the tongue tastes food. You know what I mean? It's truth. It's real. And I'm gonna tell you right now that I prayed and I did a service that I believe to mankind and to my God by going around, and even though I didn't want to be where I was there. And if I was there, I was going to put my good foot forward, and I was going to do whatever God work that I could do in that desolated place that I was. And I knew that if I did and I continued to do my God's work, that He would deliver me one day. And I could feel it coming when it was coming. And I met my girlfriend Lacey, and we were living kind of rough, and she was living real rough, and she was a little bit younger than me. And I knew that when I met her, God told me that she had met some older guys when she was younger, and just they showed her a world that wasn't real. They showed her a world that wasn't nasty. And I knew that this was a good spirit in this girl, and I could feel it, and I knew that the Lord was going to deliver me. So I quit my job, moved in with her, lived a life of debauchery, sin for, real heavy with her. It's like I had to dive in there to pull her up, to make her love me. And then when she began to love me, Don Suggs' brother called me. And he said, Bo, he said, I got a job, you want it? I said, yes, sir. He said it was in Pecos, Texas, but it wound up in Penwell. And Don, went up there, worked with Don, met Don, come down here, and I had just barely got off the drugs right then. When I met Don, I still had drugs in my system. You know what I mean? But Don knew that his brother had told him, you got to get him out of Waco. He gonna work out. So we come down here, and hey, we got sober, we got clean. The mind started sparking with new ideas. I started waking up in the morning and feeling good. Started, the Holy Spirit just fell on all of us. And just every day I wake up and I look at this place, and it ain't nothing but old run-down truck stop. But I'm going to tell you right now that it is my blessing from God to be standing here today. Because where I'm standing here today, it's just the stepping stool to something great that God's going to do in His life, my life, and in y'all's life. So God bless you today. My name's Bo Bennett. I'm out.